Talk Nation, welcome back everybody. Man, why do folks, first of all, smash that like button. Hope everybody is well, hope everybody is blessed. God bless, a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. Let's get into Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. The king, the knockout king, is back, and he's looking to take back his throne come October 15th against Robert, the Nordic Nightmare, Helenius. Now, people be in the comments, man, talking about Deontay Wilder like he's trash, should have stayed retired, can't box. I mean, look, the heavyweight division at one time was the most explosive division in boxing. Now, Floyd Mayweather said himself, when he came into the game, he changed the game for the lighter weight classes, brought money to the sport and those weight classes, and pretty much changed the construct of boxing, which he did. But Deontay Wilder, in some ways single-handedly, he brought back the heavyweight division with his explosive knockouts. I mean, come on. When Deontay Wilder had a fight, people was tuned in, people was locked in because they knew that a knockout was coming. It was damn near guaranteed. And out of 42 fights, he has 41 knockouts. His only two losses coming from Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Some hold Tyson Fury as the best heavyweight on the planet. Even though Usyk is strapped up, they still revere Tyson Fury as the best pound-for-pound heavyweight on the planet. And Tyson Fury is nice. Can't take nothing away from him at all. And he did put Deontay Wilder away, especially the last fight. He put Deontay Wilder to sleep. He had a chance to see what that feels like because he has put 41 people to sleep, or damn near. So he now understands how that feels to take a nap, briefly. But you know what? Deontay Wilder has came back to the sport, and he has spoken about it himself. Shout out to Brian Custer in the Last Stand podcast, that once he got his statue that pretty much immortalized Deontay Wilder forever, that kind of revitalized him. That kind of gave him something, seeing fans' faces, people crying, people being inspired. That gave him something that he was missing, because he spoke about that at one time, that he just didn't have that passion. He didn't have that feeling like he wanted to go to the gym and work out and sweat and so on and so forth. No, he was chilling. He was making money outside of the sport of boxing, with his wife, also with music and various other ventures outside the sport of boxing. And he made a great point. He said that you want to get to a point being a fighter where you no longer need the sport needs you. Which brings us to the return of Deontay Wilder. Now, some say that Robert Helenius won't be an easy fight. He has defeated Kalnacki, even though Kalnacki is on a bit of a losing streak. They still say that he is a tough competitor. These two guys sparred each other once upon a time, so they are familiar with each other. But a fight is totally different from a sparring session. Totally different. These guys are not stepping into the ring to help each other or work on something for a fight, or to correct certain mistakes for a fight. No. They are stepping into that ring because this is the final eliminator for the WBC. So whoever wins this fight possibly fight Andy Ruiz. After that fight, somebody may get a shot at Usyk. So there are very positive and powerful ramifications with this fight. And Deontay Wilder has said he is back for his second reign. That's a hell of a statement. That means he's back, but he is back to dominate the heavyweight division as he did at one point in time. And it wasn't that long ago. So him coming back to the sport of boxing, a lot of people are happy about that. Deontay Wilder has a lot of fans, also has haters, but all greatness has haters. If you are doing anything positive, if you are trying to achieve anything tangible and great in your life, in your career, along your journey in life in general, you're going to have haters. That's just how it is. If you could plant a hater, and it almost seems like it is somebody out here planting these, you know what I mean? Because there are flower beds of haters, man. You look left and right, you know what I'm saying? You see certain activities going on, and folk ain't never did nothing to nobody. But you ain't gotta do nothing to a hater for them to hate you, for them to not want the best for you, for them to talk about you, try to shit on what you do, whatever. If you try to figure out the nature of a hater, write a book and I'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think about it no more. I just know this. If I know that I'm doing something great, you know that you're going to have somebody hating on you. That's just how it is. So if you got haters in your life, keep doing what you're doing because you're doing something very well. Where you may be on to something and somebody see the potential within whatever you're doing, or they can see the potential within you. So keep doing what you're doing. And Deontay Wilder is the prime example of that. People hate on Deontay Wilder, but at the same time, people watch Deontay Wilder. Because you know what? They want to see that knockout. They talk about the boxing skill. He does this, he does that wrong. End of the day, if he can knock somebody out, everything else is secondary. We've seen Deontay Wilder in his new training sessions with Malik Scott. Shout out to Philly. His lateral movement has improved. He looks more explosive now than he has in the past. And he has dropped that weight that he put on for that last fight with Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder looks in phenomenal shape. His speed, his power has increased, and that is scary. You're talking about one of the most dynamic punchers in boxing history and heavyweight history. And to say that his power looks even more explosive is scary. His lateral movement looks like it is improved. He looks lighter on his feet, more agile on his feet. There's more bounce in the step. There's more fluidity in his movements. He still looks clunky and just a little bit, you know what I mean, when he's transitioning, but he looks better. He has improved and he is still working. And that's what it's all about. Continuing to work and work on your craft and get better and look to get better and be able to be receptive and receive information so you can get better. And that's what Deontay Wilder has done, and that is what Deontay Wilder is doing. So if you are a fan of the sport, you ain't gotta be a fan of Wilder, but if you are a fan of the sport, you should just take a second and respect that game. Because that's what being a fighter and being a boxer, a pugilistic professor, is all about. Being able to be receptive to learning, to getting better at your craft. That's why they call boxing the sweet science. And any scientist, when you're doing your experiments, you have to process and execute what? Information. Experiment with different things. That's how you formulate different hypotheses and you come up with groundbreaking material, inventions, whatever. Same thing in boxing. You go to that gym, you experiment, you work on things, you find out new things that you could do or you can do, you get better, you add it to your arsenal, and hopefully come fight night, you can implement it. That is what Deontay Wilder is trying to do. Things that he's been working on, he's trying to bring that into this Helenius fight. He's trying to experiment with Robert Helenius, because if he faces Andy Ruiz Jr., if he faces Alexander Usyk, guess what? These dudes is top tier. These guys are phenomenal boxers, have power, have great ability, and they can give Deontay Wilder not only problems, but they can defeat Deontay Wilder. So if he is truly back to reign, as he says, he has to get better. And the fact that he does still have explosive, devastating, Jurassic power, if he can just add a couple of dimensions to his game, told you guys, sneaky good left hook, sneaky good uppercut. And what did you hear Malik Scott talk about? Deontay Wilder also has a sneaky good left hook, a sneaky good uppercut. It's like low key, man. People be watching my shit. You know what I mean? It's okay. You ain't got to give your boy credit because I know. I know what I do. I know what I see. And I know when I look at fights and I break certain things down, I know what's going on. Because see, one of the first things, if you talk to any trainer, when they're assessing talent, there's two things. Well, one good thing that you have to look at is natural ability. Are you a natural fighter? And if you are, you build upon that. Or if you're receptive to information, as I said, you know that this person can be trained. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You can still achieve greatness both ways. But a natural talent can do some phenomenal things. Look at your Roy Jones. Look at your Jerron Ennis's. You were just born with the ability to fight, to be able to look and break certain things down because you can just, you know what I mean, break fighters down, what they do, intangibles, habits, whatever. Floyd Mayweather also has that ability. You know what I mean? Like, that is in itself a superpower. Something that you cannot train a person to do. You have to have that innate ability. Like Terrence Crawford is also good at that. And for real, Errol Spence also has, you know what I mean, that ability as well. But we will be talking about that in the next one. But you know what, man? Like I said, I'm going to just wrap this up because I wanted to talk about the Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius fight and just a couple of those intangibles, man, because the Knockout King is back. October 15th is going down. Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. October 15th, somebody will be going to sleep. Who will it be? Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Put your thoughts, your heart, your likes in the comments. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.